Blue Heart Sunshine Coast is a regionally significant place, an innovative project, and an Australian first partnership. Set in the Maroochy River floodplain of the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, it's fed by 7 large freshwater streams within a 640 square kilometre catchment between the Blackwall Range and the Coral Sea. Its headwater streams flow down from the hills onto the floodplain, joining into the iconic Maroochy River estuary that stretches 25 kilometres between Yandina and Maroochydore. For tens of thousands of years, the Maroochy River and its floodplain have provided food, shelter, and a spiritual home for the coastal Kabi Kabi peoples. The river and local mountains are significant to the culture and dreaming stories of the Kabi Kabi peoples. Since colonisation, the river and floodplain have been modified in support of timber getting, cattle grazing, farming, and urban settlements. Much of the floodplain was altered during the 1900s for cane farming. This involved cutting in deep channels to drain fresh water off paddocks, with gates at the ends to stop tidal waters coming back in. At the turn of this century, sugarcane farms stretched across most of the floodplain. After the regional sugar mill closed in 2003, land use in the floodplain has diversified to a mix of local and mostly rural uses. Today, the river is a popular recreational destination for locals and visitors who enjoy boating, fishing, swimming, or just relaxing along its foreshores. In 2019, Sunshine Coast Council, Unity Water, and the state government launched Blue Heart Sunshine Coast, an innovative partnership that seeks to work with our local community to get the best possible mix of environmental, social, and economic benefits for the river and floodplain over the next 80 years and more. Blue Heart Sunshine Coast will provide a number of benefits for our whole community. It will help to protect and conserve our unique natural environment and support our plants and animals. It seeks to identify new and alternative land uses and economic opportunities for private landowners. And it will provide a wide variety of recreational opportunities, like tracks and trails, birdwatching and kayaking to connect people with nature, all while responding to the Maroochy River floodplain's natural transition process from mostly rural lands to estuarine environments, and proactively planning for the impacts of climate change and sea level rise on our community. To achieve all of this, we need to understand the hydrology of the floodplain system, its cycles of wetting and drying, and how that will change over time. The Maroochy River floodplain plays an important role in the landscape. When it rains, fresh waters flow down the major streams and their feeder gullies into the river, and eventually out through the mouth into the sea. After major rainfall events, floodwaters spill out onto the floodplain and form the shape of a heart to recorded depths of up to 4 metres. In dry times, tidal flows dominate the river. The tides bring salty ocean water up the river and into its connected waterways, then back out again. Some of the drains and tidal gates installed during the 1900s when sugarcane farming was the dominant land use have degraded over time, and some have been opened in recent years. This has allowed more salty water into the floodplain with rising tides. The wetting and drying of some floodplain areas with this salty tidal waters has transformed old cane paddocks to mangroves and salt marsh vegetation areas. The science tells us that as our climate changes, the land will continue to slowly transition like this as more drains and tidal gates are no longer maintained or become overtopped with sea level rise, changing and creating new habitat areas. Over time, with projected sea level rise, we expect to see increased areas of open tidal waters, mangroves and salt marsh, and reduced areas suitable for existing farming practices. That's why Blue Heart Sunshine Coast is such an important project for our region. It allows us to proactively plan for future environmental, social, and economic resilience to support our local community. The Maroochy River and its floodplain have provided abundantly for us for centuries and are central to our local identity and lifestyles. Through Blue Heart Sunshine Coast, we are striving to make the most of the river's evolving hydrological processes to benefit our own generation and those to come. To find out more, visit sunshinecoast.qld.gov.au/Blue Heart.